So, do you know who Robert Smalls is?
I do not.
Okay, so Robert Smalls. So, he was literally a slave in Charlestown. That's like, so Charlestown was one of the major ports during the Confederacy.
Mhm.
He was a ship pilot. The guy that owned him basically rented him out to pilot boats, and then, eventually he gets to the point in the Civil War, is progressing, and he's like, hey, it just gets him and his buddies, and he's like, let's go steal a boat, and what's the worst that can happen, right? Like, we don't want to be slaves anymore. The Union's close. Let's steal this boat. And they drive it right into a Union blockade. And they didn't even tell, like, their wives or kids. They're like, hey, tonight, just meet us at this pier and just follow along. So they got their, like, wives and kids. They stole this boat. They crash it into the Union blockade. And, they got all their kids on boards and everything. They ended up stealing this boat, and they dressed up like the white officers' uniforms. So then he turns the ship over to the Union, and then a series of events happens, and he ends up being commissioned as an officer in the U.S. Navy, and then takes this planter boat back out. He ends up being in like 17 different naval battles, right? Naval engagements. So after the Civil War ends, he got some money. He goes back to Charleston, where he's from, and then he buys his owner's house and gets to live there.